dinner tonight with my family, I told them what I was going to do and invited our 22-year-old daughter to come. She declined. And she said, "Dad, you're all going to say the same thing. And I know what you're going to say, so why do I need to come?" And then she said, "If you're the last in the speakers," which I am, she said, "you got to be funny." Anyway, I have nothing funny to say, but she was right, that basically, in one way or another, except perhaps for you, David, we've all said something pretty darn similar, and here's what I want to say. And the 22-year-old agreed with what I'm going to say. So one is that, and I'm speaking now from a Presbyterian tradition, this is the Reformed Protestant tradition, we should never claim to have the whole truth. We should be content with having a piece of the truth. And that's true of every religious tradition, and certainly that's where we would begin in our religious tradition. It's a fairly modest, whatever claim we might make, it should be a fairly modest one, that we only have a piece of the truth. So that's the first thing, which suggests that the enterprise in which we're all engaged is the struggle, the dynamic struggle of determining, deciding, discerning what that means, what truth means. So every sermon I preach, for instance, is a question. And I've come to that point in my own ministry because I've realized that I'm not the answer giver, I'm the question maker more as a preacher. So a piece of the truth only. The Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 13 says that it's like looking through a dark glass and seeing only dimly what is there. And that's our place, all of us, as people who practice religion. Second thing is that in our tradition, the truth is not a proposition, it's a person. That person is Jesus Christ. And so I make that claim in my tradition as a secondary. I mean, I'm doing this in an order so that the claim I make is a claim to a piece of the truth, and my piece of the truth is that truth is not a proposition, it's a person. Dietrich Bonhoeffer once said that Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship, and the one with whom we have the relationship is Jesus. And so our life as Christians is wrestling with Jesus, trying to figure out what it is to say that we follow Jesus. Or John 14, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life." That's the life of Christians is spent discerning who Jesus is. So truth for us is not a proposition that's fixed, it's a person named Jesus. And the final thing that I would say is that in our tradition, one of our underlying principles of how we think theologically is that truth is in order to goodness. That is, no matter what you claim truth is, the test of it is what it produces. Truth is in order to goodness. If something is true, it will produce goodness. And this, of course, the Matthew 25 text quoted earlier, the final judgment scene in the Gospel of Matthew, where the test is made. And did you clothe me when I was naked? Did you give me food when I was hungry? Did you give me drink? Did you visit me in prison? Did you visit me when I was ill? Those are all tests of the truth. Truth is in order to goodness. And that last one particularly has been very helpful to me. So it allows me to let go of a lot of the theological stuff that I layer on myself and on my ministry and kind of simplify it. So there we go. 4 minutes.